Okay. So the topic what we are going to learn is cases in German. What are cases exactly? When we learn any grammar topic, for example, modal verbs, Trennbar verbs, there was particular meaning of that verb and you're using that by understanding the meaning of that topic, right? Trennbar verb, you know, there is only one rule, that prefix goes at the end of the sentence, right? So in modal verbs, you know that you conjugate modal verbs, and I'm damn sure now you are confident about modal verbs, right? We practice enough.
Yes.
Yes. So now the next means whenever we come to any grammar topic, we understand in one or two rules only, like how to apply this, how to use this. But the cases is the topic where you have multiple rules, multiple logic situations, and you need to understand the proper combination and then apply cases. Okay. So when we say cases, cases are related to which part of the sentence? Cases are related to, whenever we say tenses, tenses are related to which part of the sentence? So mainly we pay attention to verb, right? Okay. Same way, when we say comparative, superlative, or superlative degree, it is related to
adjectives, right?
Adjectives, right? So same way, you need to understand cases. Cases are related to what part of the sentence exactly? So I will write here one basic structure: subject plus verb plus object. Okay. So this is the normal structure. You can understand this, right? Is it glowing here? Can you read this, what I'm writing here?
Yes.
Yes. Subject, verb, and object. So now cases are related to articles. Cases are related to what? Articles. Articles, what exactly? Like bestimmter article. So when we say cases, cases will affect the articles in the sentence. But what kind of articles? When we say simply articles, you may think of only a and the. But we'll see here, cases means what it will affect in the sentence. Okay. So it will be bestimmter article. That is the unbestimmter article. That will be a and in the sentence. Third one, personal pronoun. That will be I, you, he, she, it, we, they. Got it? So this will be affected. Then next, possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun, possessive articles, I will call it.
Anand, what's the third one? Third one?
Third one is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun, sorry.
S is missing.
Okay. Personal pronouns. For example, I, you, he, she, it, they, we. Then possessive articles are my, your, his, her, its, are, their. Okay, this part will be affected. Fifth one is demonstrative articles. You know what are demonstrative articles? Can you tell me? Huh?
I'm sorry to interrupt. Actually, I missed something in last 5 minutes what you said.
Ritu, you are connected with two devices. At least turn off one mic somewhere.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I was facing issues with my system.
Okay. So, Miss, what do you want me to do exactly now?
The bestimmter, where you started.
Means cases are related to articles in the sentence. Means we discuss that tenses affect the verbs in the sentence, right?
Yes.
A comparative superlative degree will affect what it will affect?
Adjectives.
Adjectives, right? Same
Yes.
way, cases will affect the articles in the sentence. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what articles exactly, or what part of the sentence? Articles means people may understand only a and the, but what all will be affected, that I'm mentioning here. Okay. So now, demonstrative articles. What are demonstrative articles?
There, here.
Huh?
Those,
They, there,
those that.
It will not be there. It will be this,
this,
that,
those,
these,
so,
and
these, those. Yeah.
And sixth one, questions. Question words, I will say. Tion. Question words, mainly when or when. That is in German language, whose and, sorry, not whose, whom. Another, welcher, welcher, welches, welchen. That is which, whom and which. This will be affected because this is also depending on object. You already know this, right? In Hindi we say kaun sa, kaun si, kaun se. So that is depending on object. But in English we have only one word, which. Okay, and when, this both mean same, whom. You have been thinking about this, right? What is the difference between when and where? So that we'll see now. So all these things will be affected in the sentence. You got now where we need to focus, what will change. And these changes are already happening in your language. I don't know, means most of the languages, most of the Indian languages, most of the European languages will have this change. Okay. So now we'll see how all this will change and what are the conditions and in what situation, what conditions we need to change that. And change means what, from what it changes exactly. Like we say, ice changes or melts into water. So earlier it is ice and then water. So or water freezes means it becomes ice. So earlier it is water. So it changes means what we are taking as a reference then. From what it changes, that everything we'll see now. So, but basic thing is, did you understand cases means what part will be affected in the sentence? Is that clear to everyone?
yes.
Yes. Now,
Yes.
yeah, now we'll see how it changes. For next 1 hour, I expect you not to have any kind of distraction. And once I start, I won't be able to repeat in the middle in case you get disconnected, because there are many points. So please stay tuned. I'm already recording this session for you. Okay. So in case you miss something, we'll arrange the stuffs for you. Okay. Fine, but don't miss it. I mean, video won't help you. Live class discussion, that will help you. So now cases are related to articles. Articles are related to mostly. Can you say the, go, the, come?
Subject,
Subject.
Subject.
object, or
Okay.
Noun.
Nouns, right? Okay. Articles are related to nouns, and nouns in the sentence structure. What do you think? Where can you use nouns? Subject, verb, object. Where can you use noun?
Subject
object,
Object.
and
So
object.
subject and
Object.
object, both, right? That means cases are related to which part of the sentence?
subject and object.
Subject and object. Got it now? So most of the time we focus on verb position, but now we are going to focus on subject and object. Okay. Let's see how are the basic articles first. There are 3 cases. First is nominative, then
Dative. Accusative.
Okay, accusative. Then C will be dative. Okay. So now these three cases are there. For reference, what articles we'll consider? You already know the articles. Okay. So in case you want to say the, masculine, feminine, and plural. Okay. So the, masculine, what articles you have learned? Forget about nominative. What articles you have learned for the in German till now?
There.
Masculine is there. Feminine is
The.
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 Pronoun is
Das.
Das.
das, and plural will be
The.
The.
right.
The.
Okay. Now next, the in accusative. What happens? So whenever we say it changes to or it changes to, then we are referring to nominative, which we have already studied. Okay. So there in accusative becomes then. The remains the, das remains das, and the remains the. So these articles will be same. So in accusative, what do you see? Only
There.
masculine will change, right? Not the feminine, neuter, and plural. So
Accusative means?
accusative meaning it doesn't have. I don't know if it there is any meaning. It doesn't. But we need to remember just this part. In Hindi, Marathi, there can be something. This is English word only. Accusative. Huh? What it means? What you call accusative on what the action happens.
Okay.
Object. Okay, we'll come to that part.
Okay.
Just go slow a little bit. Now, in dative case, there, then, and here there becomes then. Then the becomes there. Das changes to again then, and the changes to then. That is plural, and the noun will take extra n. Noun will take extra n. When we'll see the examples, you will understand it better. Huh? So right now, don't worry if you are not picking up everything. Huh. So these are the articles. Now let's see how to use them. We'll just check how to use this best inter article. What is the best inter article? Yeah. Now here, subject, verb, object. We have seen cases are related to what? I will ask few questions again and again just to check if you are, clear with the basic things. Because now here, only one rule we are not learning. We will be learning a bunch of rules. Okay, so pay attention. Cases. What do you remember? Cases are related to articles. Articles are related to noun. And where do we use nouns? Here,
Subject and object.
subject
Subject
and
and object.
Right. So cases are related to subject and object. Now you need to understand which case will be applied where. Apply means what? Use if we say somewhere nominate, it is nominative case, means use these articles. We say here it is accusative case, means use these articles. So in accusative, actually, if you see only masculine is different, rest everything is same. Okay, similar to nominative, I mean. Now next part, dative. When we say dative case we are applying, that means we'll be using dative articles. Okay, so when we say here it will take nominative or will apply nominative here, that means we'll be using these articles. So these articles will be used when you are talking about masculine, feminine, neuter, and plural. Okay, yes. So now subject and object will be taking cases. So you need to know which case comes where exactly. So subject. Nominative case is always for subject, and you have already used this, right? You have written so many sentences, and everywhere, whenever you have started the sentence with the articles, you have used there, the, das, right?
Yes.
Yes. Now, object, accusative, and dative. So, object will be used objects will take accusative, objects will take dative as well. Now in one sentence, in one sentence there can be nominative and accusative. That means subject and object. In one sentence there can be nominative and dative. That means there will be subject and object. In one sentence there can be nominative, accusative, dative, all three cases. Yes, in one sentence. So that means how many objects do you need?
2.
Two objects we need, right? Because if in one sentence there is accusative also and dative also, we need two objects. Now, if anyone who has studied accusative dative initially, or you are going to show this video to someone who already knows accusative dative, he may say like, "Aisa kuch nahi hota hai. I just started teaching." By the end of the topic, you will have clear concepts. Means whatever easy rules I'm telling, everywhere there is star conditions apply. Okay, so but I cannot tell you all the conditions in the beginning only. You will learn nothing at the end, right? So slowly we'll try to understand the the easy part from cases, and then later on we'll go deep into the topic. Okay, so you understood in one sentence there can be nominative, accusative, dative. That means there we need subject and two objects. So let's say we added here one more object. We added here one more object. Now tell me, which object will take accusative and which? One will take accusative and second will take
Dative.
dative. Now here someone may say that ऐसा थोड़ी ना होता है. In one sentence there can be two dative, there can be two accusative. Those are rare cases. When you will be expert, you will be able to do that automatically. That is not difficult at all. Okay, so now we are considering when there are two different cases used in one sentence, right? If one case is used 10 times, like that is easy. Means once you understand the logic, you can do that, not a problem. So two objects. Now one will take accusative and second object will take dative. So how do you decide? How do you decide that which object will take accusative case and which object will take dative case? What do you think? How do you decide that? That is depending on the type of object. For example, accusative is for direct objects, okay, and dative is for indirect object, right? So now how do you decide one object, which object is dative, direct, and which object is indirect? How do you decide that? Then verb will help you here. You ask this verb, what and whom or to whom. So the answer you get will be direct object, that is accusative, right? That will be accusative. And whom you will get indirect object, that will be dative. So now you have two objects in one sentence. One is direct object, second is indirect object, right? Now you tell me which object will take accusative and which will take dative?
Direct object, accusative.
Yes, direct object,
Dative.
accusative, and indirect object,
Dative.
dative. Okay. I guess someone thought now Anand thoda baaju mein hat jao. Okay, so here direct object, accusative, indirect object, dative. How do you decide that which object will take direct and which is direct object and which is indirect object? Tell me.
Through verb.
By asking question to
The help of verb.
Yes. What will be the questions?
What verb is
What and to whom? So the answer of what is
direct
direct
object.
Direct
object.
So tell yourself, direct object, accusative. And
Accusative.
answer of to whom is
Indirect object.
Direct object, dative.
dative, right? Now, after this moment, I won't be able to repeat anything in the middle of the topic. Okay, so don't get discontinued. Stay tuned. Okay, so now we understood here that how the accusative and dative will be used. Now you might be thinking, let's take one example. Yes, we need one example. So I will be putting here one line first because I will be reading this data. So now the sentence is the woman gives the pen to the man. The woman gives the pen to the man. Intentionally, I have used here the, because that's what we are learning. Okay. Later on, you decide where to use the and where to use the. That is similar to English, that logic. Now, I will need my chair. I will get that here. So till then, you frame the sentence. Pen. What is the word for pen?
Coolie.
Shift.
Their coolie.
Their
Their
coolie.
stifter. There are two words. Okay. And the man.
Man.
Their
Their
Man.
Their man.
Okay. Try framing the sentence then. Huh? Did you?
Die
Let's do it.
Frau.
The Frau
Frau gib
gibt
gibt gibt der Kuli.
Der
Them man.
Kuli.
Them man.
No,
Then
Them
Kuli.
man. Then coolie.
Okay. Now
Then
you.
coolie.
die
Then
Kuli.
mark.
Okay. So first, now you are confused here. Should we translate English as it is, or we need to change the position? Yes. So mostly, whom, that is indirect object, is used or is written or is placed in the sentence before direct object. So that means first indirect object and then direct object. That means first dative and then accusative. Okay. So
Die Frau gibt
Frau gibt
Them man.
den Mann.
the man
Them
Then
man.
coolie.
here or there. Now, if it is
Them.
dative, it must be
them.
then.
Man.
Then man.
Then
Then coolie.
Then
And pen is their coolie.
Ah,
And it is
then
accusative.
Hmm.
Accusative
Then.
masculine. There
Then.
is masculine, right? So it is
Then.
coolie. Right? Okay, so here you frame the sentence. That means you understood that in German it is not the woman gives the pen to the man, it is to the man the pen. Yes? Clear?
But where is two?
To is not used. To the man is inbuilt in this. To whom? Okay, so to the, that means them. That's why it is changing. So you don't have to translate that to separately. Them man means to the man. Its meaning itself is to the man. Okay, this is just for understanding I'm telling. Huh? So now next, you need to try next article, that is unbestimmter, a or an. Tell me nominative, how is it? Ein,
Eine.
eine, nothing. In plural, right? Okay, then in accusative,
Einen.
it is einen, and rest all will be similar to this. Okay, nominative. So nominative and accusative will be same for feminine, neuter, and plural. Okay, let's go to the next one. Dative.
Einen.
Yeah, ending tells you easily. Einem. Here it is.
Einer.
Einer. Here it is. Einem. And then
Einen.
nothing. And noun will take extra n. We'll take the example of this. Okay. Now let's frame the sentence like instead of saying the woman gives the pen to the man, we'll make sentence a woman gives a pen to a man. Then go ahead.
Eine Frau
Eine
Frau
Frau
gibt
Einem.
Einen
Mann.
einem Mann,
Man.
Einen.
Einen.
einen Kuli.
Kuli.
Of course, but logically it looks or it sounds weird, right? what you should say, the woman gives a pen to the man, or the pen to a man, or anything. You have to use mix of this. But you can say that die Frau gibt dem Mann einen Kuli. Right?
Yeah.
So that is up to you now. According to situation, you need to decide that. So eine Frau gibt einem Mann einen Kuli. So did you notice one thing? There are different ways to remember this part: direct, indirect object in one sentence, or how do you understand if both are humans, like direct and indirect object? Okay, in that case, you need to understand direct object and indirect object. How is it? For example, I am giving a pen to someone. So first my action is happening on that pen and then to someone, right? So this is like my action. I'm doing action of pushing. So I did action on
Pen.
this pen, right? But indirectly it happened on
Another
Pen.
pen.
another pen, right?
Another pen.
So it is quite easy. Direct action is on this, but indirectly it happened on.
Second.
Another pen.
Hmm.
Okay. Understood now how is direct indirect object? Almost similar to this. You are doing action directly on that, and then indirectly it is happening on someone. So most of the time, direct indirect object, in this case, the dative object is receiving the accusative object from nominative. Okay. For example, I gave pen to you, and you are dative in this. The pen is accusative. You are dative, you are receiving the accusative object from nominative. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So now we'll see a few more things, because always you don't use a and the. And you also understood now how this then and einen, einem, there, it changes, right? So let's make some changes in this, or add something, not change. Now here it is possessive. Possessive is like my, your, his, her, those words we are using. So it is mine, thine, sein, then ihr, unser, or ihr,
Euer.
euer also. EU, ER, euer. Now, even if I write one, now henceforth I will consider only the first possessive pronoun, but same changes happen with the every other possessive pronoun. So now in feminine nominative, how you will use that possessive pronoun? Meine. If it is my, if it is your, deine, seine, ihre, unsere, ihre, and again ihre, and euer, eure. Here it will not take extra e, it will interchange the position if you remember possessive pronoun. Now here it will be mine, and plural will be mine. So if you are saying my, it is mine. If you say your, it will be thine, or with respect formal, it will be ihre. Okay, so these are possessive pronoun. Now you tell me how possessive pronouns will be used here. How, what it will be?
Meinen.
Meinen.
Right, meinen, and then it is deinen, deinen, okay, seinen, ihren, unseren, ihren, euren. Everywhere there will be extra en, right? So, and then for us, feminine, neuter and all, it will be same from nominative. Okay, now in dative.
Meinem.
Mein.
Yeah, that's quite simple, right? Meine. Okay, your mic is on. Please take care. Shubham, your mic is on, please. Okay. So now those who are sitting alone in peaceful background, please keep your mic on so that someone will be there to respond me. Means everyone should not turn off the mics. Now here it is, minor, minor. Can you read this? Have I written it clear? Minor. Okay, then.
Meinen.
Meinen.
Meinem.
Then.
Meinen.
Minor, and noun will take extra N. So let's write here this one sentence. I hope you can see this till the bottom, the board, right? How do you say then? How do you frame sentence with possessive pronoun? Let's take example like my sister. My sister gives my pen to my friend. How would you say that? My sister gives my pen to my friend.
Meine Schwester
Meine Schwester
Gift.
gibt
Hmm?
My name Kuli.
Front. My name.
Yes. Yes. Minor.
Meinem
My
Freund.
name. Front.
meine
Meinen Freunde.
Freund. Meine. Kuli.
Meinen Freund. Meinen Kuli.
Kuli.
Okay. Right. So let's do it then. Meine
Freund
Schwester
Mr.
Gift.
gibt
meiner
My name.
meinem Freund
Freund
Meinen
meinen
Kuli.
meine Hut.
meinen
Kuli.
Kuli, right? Meinen Kuli. So this you have used of Kuli, that is masculine, and it is accusative. So meinen. And then friend is masculine in dative, to whom. That's why it is meinem, right? So instead of to my friend who is male, masculine, how do you say if your friend is feminine? Then instead of friend, it will be
Meiner Freund.
Minor.
Meine.
Freundin, right? So meinem will become
Meine
minor.
minor, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now instead of minor Freundin, if you say that my sister gives my pen to my friends, plural, then
Meinen
Meinen
My name.
Freunden.
correct.
Freund.
Minor Freundin.
Freund.
Now, as you understood this sentence, I will clean this because I need this space here. So I will write here now. You can use instead of minor Freundin, if their friends are plural, then it will be meinen. That is plural, right? Here, this I mean to say. Meinen. To whom? To dative, plural. So plural and dative. Okay. And then so meinen, because you may get confused here. Here it is also meinen. And this is also meinen.
Meinen.
Those are same, but this is plural. So what changes in plural then?
Extra.
Yes,
Freunde.
That is plural, Freunde. And then extra, noun will take extra N. Freunden, meinen, Freunden. The
Freundin.
noun give meinen, Freunden, then Kuli. The woman gives my friends a pen. And a pen, now you decide. This will be all the combination in one sentence. Getting it?
Yeah.
Yes, so you got dative plural example also. You got dative feminine example also. Any queries you have till now?
Nine.
Anyone?
Anand,
Yes.
but for plural of friends, it is Freunde, right?
Freunde, right.
But because it is this accusative dative, we are adding N to it.
Not accusative dative, only dative plural. Because it is dative plural, the noun, then that's why we are adding extra N to it.
Okay. Okay. For the noun, we should add extra. Okay. Okay.
Only noun, yes. That's why minor, that dash means what? This is what I explained, right? It is noun.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, noun will take extra N. Okay, if it is
Okay,
clear, then we need to add one more point in this. But what we are adding now, that doesn't have any relation with, or we cannot divide it according to masculine, feminine, neuter. Okay, if a girl is speaking, she will also say, use the same word. If a boy is speaking, she will also use the same word. So, what is that exactly?
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, please. Go ahead.
So
Question.
in base tempted article,
If we don't know der, the, das, like what to use as the.
That means if you don't know the gender of a noun, right?
Yeah, then we're gonna mess up with whole sentence now.
Yes, you're gonna mess up, and that's what everyone does. Those who are not native English speakers. मेरा गांव से मेरा मम्मी आया, मेरा बीवी आया, मेरा फैमिली को पुणे बहुत अच्छा लगा. मेरा फैमिली, is that correct?
No.
मैंने आज एक गाड़ी चलाया. गाड़ी चलाया या गाड़ी चलाई?
गाड़ी चलाई.
मैंने एक मोबाइल खरीदी.
खरीदा.
हाँ. So is that person messing up with the whole sentence and you are confused?
No.
Do you say like, okay, if he says that मेरा गाड़ी खराब हो गया, do you say, hey, how did you get mail car? Where is it? Do you get confused?
No.
When someone says that, okay, मेरा गांव से मेरा बीवी आया, so do you get confused?
No.
You understand. So this much mess is all okay. You cannot be perfect in this in the beginning. Like let's say A1, 20-30% perfection with cases is still acceptable. Means 70% mistakes are okay. If you do 50% correct, it is really very good. If you are 70-80% correct, people will doubt that you are not only A1, you are done with your A2 or B1.
Yeah, getting.
Okay, so do mistakes. That's fun. Now, when I spoke wrong Hindi, you enjoyed it, right?
Yes.
Yes. No one said like, hey, Hindi ke baare mein aisa nahi bolna. You know already that these things happen, and you, as a native Hindi speaker, you understand it, right?
Yes.
Same way, Germans are comfortable with this, or they know, they are aware about. I won't say comfortable, but they are aware about this. That non-native German speakers are not, perfect with these cases. Got it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now next, in dative. So what is this exactly? Pronoun. Okay, I will write here nominative pronoun. Can you tell me what are pronouns? Pronouns? Yeah. Ich, du, er, sie, es, yeah, wir, ihr, sie, Z, and you know the meaning. If someone is asking me the meaning of any of this word, I will say repeat A1 now. You cannot continue. Then accusative pronouns. Accusative pronouns are ish, mish. So this is something like me. Okay, I'm giving one example. Now you will understand. Rest all. Okay, dish means
Yours.
you or you.
You.
In English, you doesn't change, right? So now everyone must have learned this word, especially when Valentine's Day is coming. Okay,
Yes.
how do you say I love you in German?
Ich liebe dich.
ये सबको मालूम रहेगा.
Okay, ich liebe dich. So here ish is the nominative because ish is doing action, right? Ish is the subject. Yeah, ish is doing action of loving on you.
Ish, yeah.
Dish. Okay, I love you. So I am doing action of loving on you. You are the object. Okay, so dish. Now here it is clear, right?
Yes.
Here becomes in. Z remains Z. S is S. Now how do you say I love him?
Sein.
Oh, Sein. Him.
Ich liebe.
Ich liebe.
Okay, I love you ke liye ich liebe dich.
Yes.
Right? So
in,
correct.
In,
Yeah.
yes. Yeah.
So
For
is
him.
he, him. So ich liebe dich. Okay, now those who are not engaged, okay, they will say no, I don't need anyone. Ich liebe mich. Yes. Ich liebe mich.
Yeah.
अंदर ही अंदर चल रहा है. Next time पक्का I will find someone. Okay. So ich liebe Mich.
Mich.
Ich liebe dich.
Dich.
Ich liebe
In.
ihn.
Him.
Ich liebe
Sie.
Sie.
sie. That means I
Her.
love
Her.
her. Right.
Her.
I love it. I love it.
Hmm. Ich liebe ich.
S. Okay.
S.
Uns. Now don't expect, sir. We don't say I love us. That doesn't mean we don't need us. There are many other uses also. Okay. So uns. But you understood the meaning now, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Accusative pronouns means what? Okay. Ihr, euch. Sie remains sie. And this sie also remains sie. So how do you say I love you formally? मैं आपसे प्यार करता हूँ. Ich liebe
Sie.
sie. Okay. You're informal with each other. Ich liebe dich. Ich liebe sie. And last one. I love them.
Liebe sie.
Ich liebe
sie.
sie. So how do you understand the sie? Of course, you are talking to someone and you are indicating a person. When I'm saying ich liebe sie, that means I love you. And if there is group of people and I'm saying sie sind meine Freunde, they are my friends. Ich liebe sie.
I love
Got it?
them. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is what Z is.
Yeah.
Okay. Now dative. Dative. What are dative pronouns? To me, for example. So mich, mir. Du, dich, dir. You might have seen this already, right? In. Sie, ihr. Es, ihm. So to him and to it is same. Ihm. Okay. Then wir, uns. Ihr, euch. Here it is ihnen. Sie, ihnen. I capital. This also you have seen, right?
Yes.
Yes. Sie, ihnen. And then next, sie, small I. Ihnen. So these are dative pronouns. And as you know, if you are considering these two together, accusative and dative, then mostly this dative now pronouns will be receiving accusative. So we'll see one example now. Instead of saying the same sentence, die Frau gibt dem Mann den Kuli. Now, if you ask where is what she does with the pen, what she does with the pen, she gives it to him, right?
Yes.
She gives it to him. So let's frame that sentence then. How do you say she gives it to him?
Sie gibt.
Sie
Sie
gibt.
gibt.
To whom?
To him.
To him.
Him.
And what? It.
S.
So here is the most common mistake. Instead of that, I will say this is literal comparison with English. You are saying it and it means only S. No. You know pen is masculine, right? Masculine means when you say das ist ein Kuli. Yeah. And if I say it is black, then I will not say it because pen is masculine. I will say is schwarz. Got it?
Yeah.
So he is to kala hai. If you know Marathi, because in Hindi there is no difference. वो लड़का है, वो लड़की है. दोनों के लिए वो एक ही word है. But तो मुलगा, ती मुलगी, right? So to pen. Why don't you say? How do you say a neutral thing? House. Das house. How do you say das house in Marathi? Te ghar. Do you call it to ghar or ti ghar? No, te ghar, it is neutral, right? So do you call it that it is a pen, te pena hai or to pena hai?
To pen.
That means you consider this masculine, right?
Yes.
Yes. So you need to consider it as masculine. Then when you use it, you will not actually use it, you will use him. Got it?
Yeah.
That is accusative pronoun, because pen is here in this sentence, pen is accusative object, right? So for accusative, whenever you use it, its gender will be important. Okay, but this is most common mistake. People for non-living things use always it s, and Germans are aware about this. But if you are perfect using these things, okay, you can surprise them. Okay, and that's what you want. That's what you want to communicate better. I mean to say, not surprise or impress anyone. You want to communicate better. So when you will be using such stuffs perfectly, they will find it more comfortable to communicate with you, because they don't have to adjust their thinking, or they don't have to adjust your sentences in your brain. Okay, he means to say this. Okay, got it, understood. But if they don't have to process your sentence, rearrange or correct, then they will be more comfortable to communicate with you, right? So it is masculine, then you will use IHN. If instead of pen, you use the word bag, that is the Tasha. Yeah, Aina Tasha. Okay, so what you will use for the bag then? E, Z, or S?
Yeah.
Z.
Okay, exactly. So instead of in for the bag, you will use Z,
Z.
right? Instead of bag, if you are talking about das handi, then
As.
S.
S. Understood now? How is it?
Yes.
So you will use S, but only for neutral objects in German, not in Hindi or Marathi or any other language, in German. So der Kuli, die Tasche, das Handi. You got 3 examples here. For masculine, then it is in, Z, and S. So who didn't understand this sentence now? Ask me, who didn't get this sentence?
And me.
Okay, so what you didn't understand in this? You understood Z, give, in, or what exactly?
After that,
After
him.
in. So till here it is clear why it is in, right? To him. Yes. So then we are talking about 3 objects: the pen, which is masculine in German, okay, die Tasche, which is feminine, and das Handi, which is neutral. So when you talk about it, when you want to say it in German, in accusative, it will have 3 meanings. And what will decide that meaning?
The gender.
The gender of that object. So if you are talking about pen, it is masculine, then you will not use it is S, you will use him. So it again masculine. So in English when you translate, it is it, but in German when you translate, it is him. Okay, so in masculine object. So, and again feminine object, it will be she, and then it for neutral object like das Handi. So now in short, whenever you want to say it in German, then you will be using AZS depending on the gender of that object. You will not literally translate it means S, that's it. No. Who asked me this doubt? Who didn't get this?
Even.
Kevin, right? Kevin, now that's why I was confused. You don't know Hindi, right? Marathi? Yes. So now what language do you speak?
Tamil and English.
Tamil and English. So English को side में रख देते हैं. How do you say that pen in Tamil?
In Tamil, that pen.
That pen, right?
And the pena.
Can you spell that under whatever the word is?
A-N-T-H-A.
A-N?
T-H-A.
E-H-A. Pen. Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you say bag or say car? How do you say that car?
And the Magilunde.
Spell it.
Same. And
Acha, right? And how do you say house?
Same. And the Veed.
Okay. So now according to Tamil, in Tamil language, all these things are neutral, right?
Yes.
Yes. And that's why you're saying when this, that, is, those, it doesn't change. So, but in German language, pen is masculine, car is neutral. Okay, I will use here bag again. is feminine and house is neutral. Okay, or here I will take the same word, that is handi, is neutral. So do you know what is masculine, feminine, neuter?
Yeah.
Yes. So now when we say masculine, feminine, neuter, this doesn't exist in English, and that's what you compare most of the time, right? So when you think about masculine, feminine, neuter, every word related to that, my, your, his, her, it, everything changes. Okay, and now you need to add this in your knowledge, in your dictionary, in your library, or whatever it is, that it has now 3 meanings depending on masculine, feminine, and neuter objects. Okay, did you understand this much?
Yeah, I understand.
Yes. Now, if you have to change it, then what? If it is masculine, then you will use the word for it. Okay. If it is feminine, you will call it she. Okay. And then S. So this is only it. But when you translate from English to German, it, now it depends on that object gender in German language, whether it is he, she, or it. Got it?
Got it.
Yes. What if you do mistakes? Nothing will change. It won't change the meaning. So even if you say there, thee, thus, okay, the next person will understand what he has to understand. So you don't have to be perfect in this. Okay.
Yeah.
But you need to understand, when we'll be discussing now further in lessons and all, you should know, okay, this is accusative, this is dative, and by the end of the course, you should be comfortable with these things. Okay, initially you need to think a lot, because neither in Tamil, neither in English, you speak 2 languages and these things don't exist in both the languages. So this is something new concept. So now you should tell yourself, okay, I should not compare this with English or Tamil. Okay, I need to take it as an independent grammar topic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So now you understood. Now it means in zs because it is accusative. Now he, she, it in accusative in zs. So in means when you talk about pen, which is masculine, you will use in when you want to use it. When you want to use it for a bag, you will use z, and s for neutral things. That's what in zs. In is for pen, z is for the tasha bag, and s is for das handi. Now is this clear? Now you understood how it is. Z give in, z, or s, depending on what object you are talking about. Yes.
I understood.
Yes, very good. Now, if you understood, I mean, then everyone else would have understood, because though they are already familiar with masculine, feminine, neuter, this object, gender. Okay, still, are there any doubts, any queries?
Anand, in accusative pronouns, how do you call that uns after uns slash?
Oish.
E-U-C-H, right?
E-U-C-H. Oish or oik. Both the sounds you will hear, both are correct.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, again, anything else?
Yeah, I have one.
Yes,
so first
please.
we use in object. First we use accusative, then after that dative, or the dative comes first.
No, we have used dative first, na? Then
Yeah,
one, then kuli.
Right.
Okay,
dative first, then after that accusative.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Right.
Okay, again, very good. When you ask question, it feels good, yeah, that you're taking it seriously. You want to know, you want to be clear with the topic. Don't ignore, please. Ask any doubt. Of course, don't ask me, Anand, I didn't understand anything. I joined late. So we are recording this video for you then.
Anand, the verb form, again, it will be dependent on subject always.
So verb will be affected by subject. Always, we have seen that, right? One who does the action will affect the verb or will decide the verb ending. Okay, again, anything else? Ask any doubt, even if you think it is stupid doubt, but still ask. That will help you not to do stupid mistakes.
Anand, if you could take one more example, just
yes, not only one, we are going to have plenty of examples. Only the concept, these examples, whatever is given here, you understood, right? Little bit more. I will elaborate this. See, all the time, the structure, sentence, okay, subject. Now here you saw the subject here, right? The subject is there, verb and then object. This structure you know very well now.
Yes.
So subject, verb, and then object. In this, subject is always nominative. We'll have a quick revision. Okay, subject is always
Nominative.
Nominative. Okay, and accusative and dative are for
Object.
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 So is it possible that in one sentence there will be both the cases accusative and dative?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Then how many objects do you need in the sentence?
Two.
Two. After my every question, what I'm asking, if you don't understand, interrupt me and ask me. Wait. I didn't get your last point. Don't ask. Yes.
For any sentence, we need only one object, right? In case if there are two objects, we can use it.
So right now, to understand dative accusative, we are learning with two objects. Okay.
Yeah.
If there is second object doesn't exist, then you need to understand what object you have already. Okay. What logic will be there? And still, this is not done yet. Okay. This topic is not done yet. You have learned right now only 33.33%.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So now we have one situation, one case we are considering where there are two objects. And two objects are like one is direct and second is
Indirect.
So direct and indirect. Which object will take accusative and which will take dative?
Direct object take accusative.
Accusative, indirect dative.
Indirect dative.
Indirect dative. In the sentence structure in English, mostly a direct object comes first and then indirect. But in case of German language, what object will come first?
Indirect object.
Indirect object means dative will come first and then accusative. Then
Accusative.
yes. Okay. So that is something which is not similar to English, the structure wise. Okay. So this you understood. Now tell me, two objects are there. How do you decide what and whom? And you understood now that nominative, accusative, dative, three cases we have learned. Nominative, there is no confusion at all. Always it is for subject. And then dative and accusative. So dative first and then accusative. Right? We are taking one example here. Die Frau gibt dem Mann den Kuli. Means the woman is giving the pen to the man. Okay. To the man is dative, who is receiving accusative object. Got it?
Yes.
Okay. So now this is the situation mainly. Now I eat the burger. Tell me in this, I eat the burger.
Ish esa.
Ish, guess.
Ish esa and burger is their burger. How?
Then burger.
Then or them? Dative or accusative? Burger is dative or accusative? Tell me.
Direct object.
Them.
It's accusative, right? Accusative.
Okay. How did you decide that?
What?
The action is happening.
Person is directly eating.
Yes, action is happening. And do we need here to whom?
No.
I, yeah.
Okay, to whom? I eat the burger to my friend. Is it possible?
No.
No. So in this sentence, you don't need indirect object means dative object, right? So this is the example of only having one object in the sentence. Now you might be thinking, is it possible that there is only dative? Yes. But right now, we are going to practice it step by step. Every type of example, whatever. If I say this, okay, black. Okay, show me red. Right now, let's talk about black. When you're perfect about this two object combination, slowly you are going to reach to that, right? So immediately we'll not learn this exception, this case, that case. Practice one by one. Okay. So this much you understood then?
Yeah.
Yes, when there are two objects. So everything is clear now. Direct object, indirect object and all. Okay.
Anand?
Yes.
If we ask whom do I love? In I love. Whom do I love? In if we say I love you, then if we ask whom do I love, then the answer.
Slow. Salak
He is preparing, I think.
Okay, चालक शिकत आहे वाहने हळू चालवा. In Hindi it is driver is learning. English driver is learning. Please drive slow.
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you are practicing subject, verb, and two objects. Okay.
Okay.
So of course this is really good. This curiosity. Okay. If you want to know then whom and all, how to use this. And what if there is only dative? Yes, it is possible. What if this direct, indirect doesn't exist? Yes, it is possible. जानने के लिए हमारा अगला एपिसोड देखिए. Okay.
Yes.
So now here comes the interval. Interval means what? We have learned this just a part of cases. Articles will be same, but now application. Application we learned what? Direct, indirect object. Next will come. We'll see tomorrow. Okay, I mean, I can tell you now, but we won't be able to complete the topic and you will be confused then. Now you need to practice this, and for practice we have some exercise in your basic book. Yeah, please go to your basic book. Maybe after, if your book is already open, then you have seen what comes next. There is one table given. I will explain that table here. And exactly, okay, huh?
Side में होगी क्या screenshot?
Yes, yes, yes. Just a second, huh? I will send the image in the group. So this screenshot won't be clear. I will send the image in the group. Huh? Before I do that, when I will send the image, this is the same table I have written here, right? Did you understand this?
Yes.
Accusative and all, but it is incomplete. You need to complete that, and you have enough space here. So don't write only one word, mine, right? Everything. Okay? Huh. So now what you need to practice, look at this. Make 20 sentences by connecting words from the table given below. Nominative, verb, dative, and then accusative. Die Frau gibt dem Mann den Kuli. Who is doing the action? Huh?
Shared the screen.
Oh, so sorry, so sorry.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes. So you need to complete this table. Means where you will write all these articles, you will write them here in your book. Okay. And then your homework for today. If you don't do this, tomorrow's topic almost will be, a very difficult part for you. Don't ignore this exercise. No matter how busy you are, sleep 1 hour less today, but you must complete this exercise. Okay, so here, nominative, verb, dative, accusative. Die Frau gibt dem Mann den Kuli. Who is doing the action? Die Frau. What is the action? Give. On whom or to whom she is giving? Dem Mann. What? Den Kuli. Direct object, indirect object. Got it? Now what you have to do exactly, replace die Frau with these words. Okay, gibt with these verbs, dem Mann with this dative part, den Kuli with this accusative. Okay, now I will again explain these things in detail. You can choose any of these subjects, as in they are doing the action. Okay, der Mann, das Kind. I guess using subject is not difficult for you. You have already framed enough sentences, right?
Yes.
You can conjugate the verb properly.
Yes.
Please don't act like a robot. Like when I say that combine these words, so it's a random, you don't pick up and then just combine. You should conjugate the verb according to subject. Okay? And then pick up the word from here, either der Frau or seiner Freundin or Mutter. Okay, so these things are connected here. Seiner Mutter, to his mother. Okay, so then it is for masculine. Then Kuli, you already know this combination. Okay, so einen you can say, meinen you can say, seinen, deinen, ihren, Kuli, Burger, Anzug. Okay, it can be anything. Then next, das. If you are talking about neutral object, das, ein, mein, sein, dein, ihr, book or auto. Die, feminine, die, eine, meine, seine, deine, ihre, Tasche. Means try using different combinations. Okay, and die, Blumen. plural. Die Schokolade. Schokoladen. We should write here N. Okay. Schokoladen. So now let's frame one sentence. Meine Freundin. I'm taking this here. Meine Freundin schenkt. Schenken means to gift. Okay, schenkt mir means I want to say my girlfriend gifts me einen Kuli. Okay, so I have used here possessive pronoun in this, meine, and then dative pronoun and unbestimmter article in accusative. Got it? So whenever you combine these things, please ask yourself that did you understand your own sentence, what you have written? You have to frame meaningful sentences. That's what I say. Don't act like a robot, like, okay, idhar udhar dekh rahe, and then you are connecting the words. Huh? 1, 2, 3, don't do that. Okay, you should know what sentence you have framed, what is the meaning, what does it mean exactly. Like this, you have to frame 20 sentences. Choose different subjects here. When you say Max, Jana, der Lehrer, Jana, of course, you may talk about some person by name, right? By taking his name. So these things are there. Here also you can say like meine Freundin schenkt Tina means what? You see this word Tina here? So when you use Tina, you are not using any article, the Tina, my Tina, your Tina, right? So it will be simply Tina, no article required, right? And then choose the accusative object. And two rules here. Do not change the sequence, please, just because you think this sounds correct. Okay, मुझे ये अच्छा लगा. So don't do that. Keep the same sequence. I guess that is very easy for you. You don't have to think that what comes first, second, third, fourth. Now these 20 sentences, when you frame, you will get used to with the position of nouns there, or position of objects and subjects and verb. Okay. Second most important thing that strictly you should avoid, do not add any extra word other than what you have in this table on the occasion of her birthday. Okay, you cannot just literally add anything by comparing in English. Any word added here may come with some different grammar logic in German. So if you're adding anything extra at the end or in the beginning or at 2 o'clock on Monday or something, please avoid that. You should practice at once. Like for example, when you are doing, cardio on treadmill, would you try suddenly while doing cardio your abs or triceps? No. So please don't mix. Focus on one thing. Get perfect with that. When you are perfect with that, then play with the sentences. No problem. You will understand that while adding something from English to German, the way you think, how it changes. When you learn that, then only do it. Okay. Please don't do innovations in this right now. Understood? That is so simple task. Got it?
Yes.
Yes. And why I'm saying this, don't add words and all. People do lots of exercise and they, I don't know, they want to show how differently they are thinking, or देखो आनंद मैंने क्या बढ़िया कर दिया, or that is what I call usually. Okay, you may practice something wrong और एक बार गलत आदत लग जाए, नहीं, right? So practice, keep this discipline. Like I have to follow this structure, this table. Okay, and at the end of the sentence, you should know what does it mean. Okay.
Yes.
Fine.
Yeah.
So, huh?
Will you share the picture of the board?
Yes. I will share the pic of this, and you have to complete the table in the book.
Yeah.
ठीक है. हाँ.
Kanish Gahan?
Yeah, bitte. Jetzt alles ist fertig. Done with the topic. Now queries. If you have any queries, we can discuss.
Sir, I have one question.
Yes, please go ahead.
I don't know whether it is really related to this, but I want to ask. If we have for the which we have Welcher, Welcher, and Welchers. So when we want to say on which day, why we always say on welchem Tag? From where that M comes?
Yes, because same thing we are going to do. That is in our next part. Okay. And you are using here a preposition. Preposition.
Yes.
Then it is again there. That's what we are going to learn tomorrow. So should I say that we'll see that tomorrow? Because now you will be confused because that is not related to this part particular.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you can wait for one more day.
Yes.
Yes, huh? Okay, next doubt, please. Again, any other doubts, please? No doubts? Then start doing your homework. Okay, frame 20 sentences. Meaningful. 20 meaningful sentences. Okay?
Okay, Anand.
Yes. Fine, then go ahead with that. If no doubts are there, then start with your homework. Yeah?
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen. Cheers.
Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht. Gute Nacht.